All right, Scott Colby, you are the owner of Say It With Gratitude. You're on the web at sayitwithgratitude.com. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, Josh, thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
So what got you started being grateful?
I know, right? It's kind of a buzzword now, but back in 2014, I was looking for some more fulfillment in my life. And I actually signed up for a volunteer experience in Guatemala. I really didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I was looking for more fulfillment in my life. And I went there to help build schools with a nonprofit organization. And what I didn't realize, Josh, was how much the trip would impact me. I got off the bus on day one with about 25 other volunteers, and I didn't know really what to expect, but we were going to build schools in a really poor rural community there. And what I witnessed really shocked me. So when the bus pulled up and we got off the bus, there was two lines of people from the bus all the way about 100 yards. And it was a whole community who was out there to greet us, giving us high fives, waving the American flag, playing rock music. And we walked between these two people, and I felt like a rock star walking on the red carpet. And over the week that I was there volunteering, kind of the two words that came to my mind was, these people are so grateful and they're happy. And they've got a community that have come together for this cause of helping to build a school. And what I learned after that, Josh, was these people had very little clean water, very little food, cramped living conditions, cramped school conditions until our new classroom was going to be finished for them. But what they did have was gratitude and smiles and happiness. And really, it shifted my perspective like, wow, I shouldn't be complaining about, sitting in traffic because I've got it good. I have a job. I can make money. I've got a roof over my head. I've got food, and it's all plentiful. And these people have very little. So it really shifted my perspective, and it got me wanting to spread gratitude, not only to people personally, but it evolved to, all right, I'm going to spread it to businesses as well, because a lot of businesses need more gratitude. And so that's kind of how Say It With Gratitude evolved in the first place.
Yeah. And gratitude costs very little. I mean, you can obviously express that gratitude. And so one of the services that you provide, and I think it's wonderful, is that you can actually provide handwritten thank you cards on behalf of the companies so that they can offer that to clients, potential clients, customers. And how valuable is that in today's economy?
It's incredibly valuable. So if you think of this digital world that we live in, if a company says thank you, it's usually automated, right? You might order something online and you get an automated email response that says, thank you for your order. How heartfelt is that? That doesn't really make you feel good. You're kind of feeling like you're a commodity here. Well, what if a company actually sends you a handwritten note in the mail that's very heartfelt, and they just express that, hey, you're cool. Thank you for buying our product. We love you, and we appreciate you. As a customer, a consumer, you're going to instantly feel good. You're going to feel warm. You're going to feel valued and cared for. And that's going to elevate the company in your eyes. It's probably going to make you want to continue to do business with them. You might show the card on social media, and it really does the marketing for you. If you send a card to a client and they're posting it on social media and tagging your business, well, it's going to go, other people are going to see that. So friends can actually see that. And so what we offer, Josh, is, many businesses, they want to start writing handwritten notes, which is great, because if you're a business writing handwritten notes, you're ahead of the game of about 95% of other competitors that don't do that yet. But a lot of businesses, they don't really have the manpower to do that. They don't need another thing on their plate. So we actually take that off your plate for companies, and we'll sit there and we'll handwrite the notes for you one by one. And there are other services out there that, they'll have a computer do it, and it'll be a digitized card or a mechanical pen. That's not truly handwritten. So we want to make it as authentic as possible. So we actually have a team. We have a team of human beings that'll write the notes for you.
Sometimes I get those and I look and I say, you know what? all of the cursive P's look identical. A robot did this. And then I feel a
Yeah,
little
and
fooled,
right, and
to
it
be
doesn't
honest
feel as
with
good.
you. Yeah, right.
It doesn't feel
Exactly.
authentic.
Exactly. So listen, I've been leading and studying consumer behavior for over 12 years. We have never ever lived in an era where consumers are we've never been as careful, particular, and protective of our time and our heart as we have been now, because we've all been fooled by bad marketers. We've all had negative experiences. The internet has allowed us to be a little bit more skeptical of marketing than ever before. And so when there is an experience that truly is those moments, that true genuine moment of delight, authentic and real, it's, we crave it. And it's like, when I get an email from somebody, and the one thing that I look for is, was this mass sent, or was this truly sent to me individually? Because if this was sent to me individually, I'm going to respond to it. But if it was mass sent, oh, come on. My BS sensor, like, I'm going to pick up on that. You're not going to fool me. And so I get it. Now, which came first? Did you start speaking on gratitude, or did you start a service?
I started the service first, and what I enjoy speaking. It's how I like to get my message out there. So I think it ties in with my brand nicely, because I'm not really up on like Facebook ads and different marketing avenues like that. I'd rather connect, which I talk a lot about in my talks, is connection. And what better way to connect than by seeing me or hearing my voice and listening to my message? So I actually came up with the service first. And the reason I came up with a thank you card service was I've used thank you cards in my business for years, Josh. I come from a fitness background. And I was like, well, one of the best ways to show my clients that I care about them and give me an edge marketing is to send them handwritten notes. And so the service came first. It turned out that the way I wanted to really connect with people and spread my message is through speaking. And we've actually come up with a system to help businesses get more referrals through thank you cards as well.
And did it work for you?
Yeah, it definitely has worked. I mean, I've grown several brands, and I think the way I've done it is building authentic relationships. One of the most well-known case studies that I like to teach businesses on how they can get more referrals through thank you cards is a car salesman back about 2 decades ago, Joe Girard. He sold over 13,000 cars in 14 years. And one of his secrets was he wrote handwritten notes, and he and his team, every month to his customers, because he knew at some point his customers would need another car, or they would know somebody that needed another car. So month after month, he wrote each customer a handwritten note just saying, "You're awesome and I appreciate you." And then when they needed a new car, he was top of mind, and they would always go back to them. That's how he really grew such an amazing car business using handwritten notes.
He's recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the seller of the most cars in a year. He's 90 years old today. Yep, sure enough. He's read How to Sell Anything to Anybody, How to Sell Yourself, How to Close Every Sale, Joe Girard's 13 Essential Rules of Selling. Yeah, this guy's a rock star for sure. And look at that. And look at just gratitude. That was his secret weapon.
And what we teach, Josh, is most businesses don't ask for referrals for some reason or another, but they're so powerful because as consumers, we rely on recommendations from friends and family. So we teach businesses to write relationship building cards every month to their customers and clients, and do it for about 3 times. So build up that relational equity. Don't just like ask for referrals right away. Build up relational equity.
Right.
Send out cards every month for 3 months. And then on that 4th month, you've made enough deposits where you can make that withdrawal and ask for a referral. And they're going to be happy to refer you to their friends and family when you do that.
I would imagine the math would work out pretty well on sending out handwritten thank you notes. So and I don't know how much it costs to have a handwritten thank you card sent, but let's say I send, well, I don't know, like, but how much does it cost?
If we're writing the card for you, so including the card itself, the envelope, the stamp and writing and the labor and all that, and mailing it for you, it can be as low as $3.50 or $4 per card.
That's a no-brainer.
And this is
all right.
handwritten.
Listen,
So just think about
I
the
spent
lifetime value.
I spent $20 on 4 cards. That's my investment. And if I can get a referral every 10 times I do that, so I'm $200 invested, and I get a referral, and my average lifetime value on my client is, $2,000. Well, that's a 10x return on investment.
Right.
Like, the math on that's a no-brainer. There you go. There's your new commercial, by the way, Scott.
Yeah, I love that. And also, like, you're also going to be retaining your clients longer. So we didn't even talk about that. But not only will you be getting more referrals, those people receiving the cards are going to stick with you longer and buy more. So
yes, they will.
Yeah.
All right. So we just 10x'd your business right here. So Scott, I appreciate you joining us. Scott Colby, you are the founder, the owner of Say It With Gratitude on the web at sayitwithgratitude.com. Thank you so much for joining us. By the way, you do have a free cheat sheet, which looks really cool. It's 29 ways to use gratitude to grow your business and make more money. It's a free download that you can grab at sayitwithgratitude.com. So Scott, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Josh.